Alex Del Carmen joins us right now, the executive director of the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice at Tarleton State. We thought we'd lean on Dr. Del Carmen to kind of give us some insight in the policing of this. Let's start with this. Can events like this be avoided with good policing, Alex?
Good morning, and thanks for having me again. Actually, no. I mean, police officers and police departments only have a limited ability to be able to control someone from doing this kind of action against innocent people. I mean, unfortunately, law enforcement will be the first one to tell you they can't be there all the time in every single instance to prevent these situations from taking place.
We were talking with a security expert earlier who said you could get to a point where you have full Secret Service setups where you've got snipers on every rooftop and things of that nature for these venues, but it's just not feasible, is it?
It's not only not feasible, I mean, it costs a lot of money, and most of the individuals that are going to go out there and have these concerts are not willing to pay the amount of money that is going to require for security to be everywhere all the time. And look, at the end of the day, even if you have the best security in the world, the Secret Service for the President of the United States, unfortunately, in our history, we've seen where that's failed as well. So bottom line is, if somebody actually has the ammunition, has the willpower to do this, unfortunately, they're going to get through it and they're going to get it done.
When you think about the situation that occurred in Las Vegas, if you can't have snipers on every roof, are we going to get to a point, and Hal brought this up earlier, where we've got security walkthroughs and pass-throughs and vetting done of luggage that takes place in every hotel then?
I mean, that's obviously going to be an option, and you go to places like Israel, and they do have the best security in the world, but people are inconvenienced all the time, right? So at the end of the day, every society at some point has to ask itself, are we willing to be safer while giving away our liberties and our freedoms? Look, you go to the airport. I fly out all the time, and you go through a TSA line, and people are very upset that they have to make a line longer than 10, 15 minutes wait because of the fact that they're going to get through the security and be put through that chaos, as they call it. So bottom line is that we Americans have to make that decision at some point.
Nevada gun laws basically say if you want a gun, go get a gun. There's no ban on assault weapons. There's no magazine capacity limit. There's no purchase permits. There's no gun registration or gun owner licensing. So Nevada, they're pretty liberal on who can have a gun.
Yeah, I mean, the jury's still out when it comes to that. And every time we have an incident like this, people start questioning whether or not our constitutional right to bear weapons, to bear arms, should actually be restricted. But I personally, as a trained criminologist, don't believe so. I mean, at the end of the day, when you look at it, the other argument would be that if people are armed and people are trained, something like this could be stopped. And so, bottom line is that people are going to have access to guns, whether they actually buy them legally or they buy them in the black market, one way or another, right? So if somebody wants to harm us, they can do so with a kitchen knife and they can do so with an AR-15. So, it's obviously having a bad person with bad motives in the right place.
I will tell you, sir, well said.
Yes, no question. If they want to, they can. Alex Del Carmen, Tarleton State, always appreciate the time.